Well, this is the story of the mystery metal steamboat. And this boat was on eBay, and I won it. And then I got it, and I figured out that it was either an electric boat or it was a steamboat that, in order to work, would have to have a huge counterbalance like an old sailboat. But this was the original engine here. And it's a good engine, good boiler, has fire tubes. It's a single tank boiler. Not sure the manufacturer of it. And same with the boat, I'm not sure the manufacturer of the boat. And I've looked at GIL, GIL from France, and some of the fittings are very, very similar to GIL. And in the front end and stuff, as well as the fittings of the details. But the details are so well done that I would think that it would be a pretty high-end toy in the 50s or 60s probably, maybe even the 70s. But this engine is definitely 50s, 60s maybe. It's my best guess. I would say just from the construction, but it does have asbestos. So what I've done is I've already put an electric motor in it once, and I've gotten that working. But I put the Stewart ST plant in it because I finally figured out the weight on the bottom required to keep this boat afloat, because this top section is so heavy. Metal superstructure, wired up for lights as well, but not working right now. I'm not sure that I'll be getting those hooked up because the bulbs are quite unique. They are 50s bulbs from what I've seen from other toys. Almost hand-blown bulbs. Now, I'm not sure if it is Japanese, but the stanchions and the threading is all BA. So, that being said, it probably is either British or German, perhaps, in manufacture. Some repairs on some of the latches and that kind of thing. This one actually has a latch on the inside of the door, which I'll show you there. So perhaps that was a contact point. Inside it has a wheel that spins. Plastic in the windows, and no soot or anything from an engine being run ever in this boat. Not even heat marks. So I'm not sure that the keel was on it at any point, that the person had it, and that this engine was the engine that fit in it, because inside we have some screws put through the bottom. They look factory to me, but you never know if somebody modified it later to put that in. The ST plant's a little bit lighter. Engine is brand new, so really good compression on that. I've got the servo set up for the actuation of the engine, and that will be simple with a metal gear servo, 9-gram metal gear servo. And then I will have a servo on the rear. I had to add a brass rider for the actual arm because of the notches, but that will be easy to hook a servo up right here, perhaps with a connection there. And then here we'll have the throttle for the engine. Should get about 10 or 15 minutes of runtime out of it. I can use methyl spirits, and it has a really nice burner that came with the ST engine, so we'll use methyl spirits burner for that. It gives us about 12 minutes of runtime. There was originally maybe some DD batteries or some kind of battery pack in the front to run all the electrical lights and stuff. But like I said, this engine really never did any work, I don't think. Or it was run on the table because it doesn't have much much power at all. The torque is very, very minimal. Not enough to turn the propeller even at full pressure. So it would turn it, but not consistently. Whereas the ST engine will turn the propeller at multiple speeds according to the amount of steam entering it. So there you go. This is a mystery boat. We don't know who made it. I have not been able to find any pictures of it, and I searched for almost 3 weeks now in order to figure out what kind of keel to build that would keep it afloat. Originally I had a 3/8 steel plate in the bottom of the boat that worked, and the boat didn't tip over. But at this point I'm going to add it to the bottom where the 2 holes were in the keel. And I've got a piece of recycled bamboo, very dense bamboo wood here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add these steel plates either to the bottom, like that, or add them in the sides like that, which is probably more likely, on the inside, painted, sealed, so they won't rust. And I just hand ground these down, cut a piece in half. Pretty good actual hand accuracy there, within a millimeter or two. So we'll drill the holes for this, we'll bolt it through, we'll paint it up, and that should keep the top from tipping over the boat. And not knowing how much weight they had or what the design was originally on that, maybe we'll get the original engine back in it, but the original engine's untouched, so I can just, if I ever do sell this boat, then I'll just sell it with the original engine plus my modified ST engine, which you can see the fire stack goes up directly into the pipe. So, fits very well. Have a good day, guys. Take care. Pretty mean looking machine.